Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys are joining me today. Well, President Trump had his cabinet meeting today, and during that cabinet meeting, a reporter actually had a moment of clarity, moment to be able to reflect upon what President Trump has done in the city of DC thus far since having the federal government take over the police department there in Washington, DC, where we had a record that was established just recently of over a week without a murder, and crime has just plummeted in DC, which is a great thing, especially if you are a visitor or even a resident there in DC. I think it's a wonderful thing to be able to walk in the community and not worried about having to become a statistic because the police department was told not to even worry about crime that was taking place. Well, this reporter during this meeting actually had an opportunity to share with President Trump and the rest of the world, if you will, her experience in DC. And because of Trump's recent push to clean up DC and other cities across the U.S., of how that has impacted their life. Let's take a look at this over here, coming to us from Eric Daughtry. Over here on X, it says this. It says, President Trump lets a news reporter tell the story of how she got pistol whipped and mugged in Washington, D.C. And she thanks him for cleaning up the city right to his face in the cabinet room. Let's take a listen to this.
So first of all, thank you, Mr.
Do you want to listen to this?
for having me here to share my story to the room and to the broader public. My name is Iris Talman, White House correspondent for NTV, the sister media of the Epoch Times. So more than 2 years ago, it was a Saturday morning in broad daylight. I was on my way to work, and a young man with a black ski mask pointed a gun at my face and threatened me to hand over my phone, my wallet, my laptop, and everything else. And when I refused, he used the butt of his handgun to strike me across the face, in the cheek, or what some people call pistol whipping, before running away. And that has deeply traumatized myself and my family. Ever since, I've never dared to walk in the street of DC at night ever, and my family was extremely worried. So, Mr. President, thank you so much for what you're doing right
Thank
now.
you for being honest.
Such incidents involve not just me, but also my family. If he had shot me, I could have died right there in the middle of nowhere without my families or my friends knowing at the age of back then, I think 23.
Right.
Just starting my career here in DC without even starting a family. But now I'm very blessed to have this opportunity.
So you had a gun pointed at your head, and you probably figured that he's going to pull the trigger because these are animals that don't know what the hell they couldn't care less. The pulling the trigger to him is a very minor event, and I'm sure he's done it before. So how did you? And you did refuse to give it, which
Correct.
would probably maybe somebody would say that was not the right decision, right?
Right.
But you refused. But I understand that. So and then he hit you real hard.
Yes.
It's really amazing that you weren't shot, though.
I'm very blessed, and that's why having this opportunity to stand here to share my story today. One, I'm very grateful for God for allowing me to still survive to this day, but also to Mr. President. Thank you for now making DC safer.
Thank you very much.
For us.
Yeah, that was great. And a honest moment for a reporter to thank President Trump for what he's done in the city of DC. Again, I think this makes the Democrat Party look even worse, especially since they are typically the ones in charge of major cities across the country. If you look at major cities within red states, those are still blue cities. Those are still ran by Democrats. Even when people like Gavin Newsom tries to point out, oh, look, crime is much higher in say Mississippi, for example. But if you look at the crime in Mississippi and you see where it's actually originating from, you see it's actually happening in a blue city ran by Democrats. So it's not the own they think it is. And again, they are panicking to the point that they don't want President Trump to show up and have to help clean up their city, because it shows the rest of the country how ineffective Democrat leadership actually is, or it shows that Democrats leadership allows criminals to cause and wreak havoc in their cities against citizens of this great nation. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Of course, you guys follow me in all my social media, all linked in the description down below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.